Hey guys, so welcome back. For today's video, I'm gonna be doing something a little bit different, but I'm excited for it because I think you guys are gonna like it. So my friend Kelly and I, which is Kelly Strack here on YouTube, decided to switch makeup bags and use each other's favorites in a video. So we would have loved to do this video in person together, and we're actually not that far from each other. She's in New Jersey and I'm in PA, but unfortunately with everything happening in the world, it just wasn't the best timing. But I'm sure in the future we will definitely get together and film eventually together in person, and I think that'll be really fun. But for now, we decided to do everything virtually, so we sent each other our favorites through text, and honestly a lot of the stuff that she sent me I already had in my collection, like the majority of it, and I already use and love a lot of the products that she sent over. There were only a couple things that I really haven't tested out in a while that were like kind of like, some of them are older favorites and some of them were just products that I honestly forgot about. We have a good mix here of drugstore high-end. I feel like we have very similar makeup tastes, but it's gonna be really fun obviously because she has her own style of doing makeup and I have my own style of doing makeup. So definitely check out her video, that way you guys can go see all of my favorites in action over on her channel. And we're also going to be using the Hailey's Beauty duos in today's video. So I'm going to be using the Dewy duo, which comes with the Reform Liquid Luxe Luminous Foundation and the Refined Primer, which I love. And then Kelly's going to be using the Matte duo, which comes with the Matte Foundation and the Refined Primer. I love them both, and they're actually back in stock as we speak, as you guys are watching this video. And Hailey's is actually also now available on Amazon, which makes me very happy because I'm a frequent Amazon shopper. So if you guys are as well, definitely check them out on there. There's also a huge giveaway in today's video. Make sure you watch the entire video, that way you guys can get all of the details. But I'm super excited because Hailey's Beauty was actually kind enough to sponsor the giveaway as well as today's video. So I have been using Hailey's for over a year now. I discovered them last summer, and ever since then I have been obsessed with their complexion products. They do complexion, I always say it, but so well. Their products are so good. I feel like they give you high-end results at a really great price. Like, I feel like their products could be so much more money than what they are for what they are. There's skincare benefits in them. The founder is Ashley, who is a female chemist, and she formulated everything to be cruelty-free and vegan, which makes me very happy because I have been trying to only use cruelty-free makeup for the past couple of months. So yeah, we love that. We love Hailey's Beauty and we love their products. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. We are just gonna get into it. Definitely grab a snack and make sure you subscribe to my channel if you have not already for 3 new videos every single week. I upload every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. So let's get into Kelly's favorites. Okay, so I am starting off with my lids primed, brows done. I just wanted to save time. I feel like I do the same thing with my brows constantly. For eyeshadow palettes, she sent me over a couple different options. We both did, just in case like we didn't have something or, you know, whatever. But the main products that she sent over were ColourPop eyeshadow palettes and a Profusion. So I love ColourPop shadows. I feel like I've been using them quite a bit in a lot of my videos recently. So I wanted to whip this out, which is the Profusion Mirage palette, which is one of my favorite drugstore palettes. I think this is like $10 or $12. You get so much variety. The pressed glitters in here are amazing. And this is just all around really great quality, and you just really cannot beat it. I think you can get this at Walmart, Target. I've even seen it at Tjmaxx, like everywhere. So it's a really beautiful warm tone palette. So today we're gonna do something with glitter because like I'm feeling the fall vibes. I was really excited when I saw this on her list because this is one of my favorite palettes. So let's start off with a little bit of this color right up here. I'm gonna use that as my neutral blending shade. I filmed a different video yesterday and I still have glitter left over on my eyes. So if you see that, that is what that is. And today I'm gonna do more glitter on the eyes. So I'm just feeling festive. I also really love Profusion because they have lots of variety with their eyeshadow palettes. Like, this is just one of many that they have. They have so many different color schemes. They have colorful palettes, neutral palettes, like literally everything you can think of. And they have bigger ones, smaller ones. Next, I'm gonna take this shade right over here, just like a kind of like a red tone brown color. And I'm just gonna start working that on the outer crease, and I'm gonna just very lightly kind of start packing it on towards the center of my lid as well. Hold on, I need a different brush. I'm trying to find my one brush that I used from e.l.f. and I cannot find it in here. I found it. So this is the e.l.f. and Kessa J1 brush. This is one of my favorite brushes for like packing on color in the crease. So I'm gonna use this because it's a little bit smaller so I can get in there a little bit better. And then I'm just going to take a little bit more of that color that I was using, and I'm just gonna use that to blend out the edges. I'm gonna take a little bit of this color right up here, which is like a kind of warm orangey red shade. I'm using a J3 brush from e.l.f. and I'm just gonna take that and just add that into the crease. Today's look is going to be really simple because I'm going to do a bold red lip today. So I want to keep this smoky but still really simple. You guys know I live for these tones. These are my favorite. And fall is like the excuse to do these colors. I love this palette. It's so good. So easy to work with. Then I'm gonna add some glitter. I'm gonna use this copper glitter shade right here. This is so beautiful, you guys. I definitely recommend using a brush and like spraying it just to really make it stick a little bit better. You don't really need to use glitter glue. You can if you want to, but these are super pigmented, but definitely spray your brush. And I'm just gonna dip into that color. These are so incredible and so beautiful. And I'm gonna spray it with a little bit of setting spray. This one's just from Milani, which I love. I'm just gonna pack that color on. It's just like a really pretty copper glitter. I don't understand how this palette is so affordable. These are so good. There is a little bit of fallout, as you can see. Honestly, it's nothing a little Scotch tape and a makeup wipe can't fix, so it doesn't really bother me. That's why I always do my eye makeup before my face. So for me, it's not really a deal breaker at all. Like, these glitters are incredible. Totally optional, but I'm gonna take this really pretty, like shimmery orangey shade right here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually just use my finger, because why not? It's literally like a true like shimmery orange. But I'm gonna put that kind of right in the center first, just to kind of help blend out the glitter and make it look seamless from the glitter to the brown. You could also use your finger with the glitters as well. I just kind of feel like sometimes with the brush they stick a little bit better. That's pretty much it. I told you guys this look is really simple. It's really just about kind of adding product in as you go, blend it out. It's really, really easy. And you know what? Let me just do a little bit more of that crease color right in there. I love the glitter. So I'm gonna do a super thin line. I don't think I'm gonna do any winged liner, just like a thin line up top. And this is the e.l.f. H2O Proof Eyeliner Pen. It says Shake Here. I've actually used this before and I actually really, really like it. This is what it looks like. It's pretty much just like a felt tip pen, and it makes it super easy to do a wing or to do a really thin line. So I'm gonna just do a thin line, like very thin. This is really black too, which I love. For mascara, I have this little guy here, Too Faced Better Than Sex. To be completely honest with you, I don't remember the last time that I used this mascara. I don't really splurge a lot on mascaras, that's why I just got this little mini one. I had so many points at Ulta, so I ended up just basically getting this for free. I pretty much only use Essence mascaras or ColourPop. I just personally love those a lot, that I just don't feel the need to splurge. Plus, I'm always wearing falsies anyways. For lashes though, I was excited to see these on her list. These are the Salon Perfect 614s. I love these lashes. These actually used to be one of my favorite pairs, and I honestly stopped using these because I discovered the Kiss 01 lashes. Those are basically like this. They're a little bit wispier. They're a little bit more like tapered, and that's why I started using them, but I still love these. These basically look like your lashes but better. They're super natural. I mean, they are very long, but they look like lash extensions, so I really, really do like these. I normally would wear lashes like this if I wasn't wearing a ton of eyeshadow, but I'm gonna add some mascara to them to make them a little bit more voluminous, but they're really just like a wispy everyday lash, which I really do love. So I'm just gonna pop on the lashes. I always recommend Kiss, Salon Perfect, and Allure if you're a beginner with lashes. They have so much variety and they are overall very easy to apply. So lashes are on. I'm just gonna do a quick coat of the same Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara just to make these a little more voluminous, kind of in your face, because the look that I have going on today is a little dramatic. It's simple, but like, you know, a little glam. Now we can jump into the skin. So as I mentioned earlier, I am going to be using the Dewy Duo from Hailey's Beauty today. So I am going to be using the Hailey's Beauty Refine Primer. I'm obsessed with this primer. It's like one of the only pore filling primers that actually like looks like your pores are filled in. Like you can see a visible difference between one side of your face versus the other. Like whenever you use this, it's amazing. It has vitamin C in it, so it brightens and evens out your skin tone. It's super smoothing and it looks good with any foundation. This is like a good universal pore filling primer. And I feel like you don't need a lot to get that super smooth finish. So I'm gonna just put this on right on my T-zone. I just tried to remove as much of the glitter as I could from my face using some Scotch tape, and I still see a little bit on my nose. There's like one little glitter. Hold on, let me grab that really quick. Whenever you have glitter, just take a little piece of tape and it'll come right off. For foundation today, I'm gonna be using the Hailey's Beauty Reform Liquid Luxe Luminous Foundation. You guys know this is my favorite. It's so good. It gives you just the natural dewy finish that I love. Kelly actually uses this foundation as well, and in her video, she's gonna be using the matte version, which I do like like the matte foundation as well. Whenever I use the matte foundation, I usually am mixing it in with the dewy foundation, or I'll use a primer oil because I love like the combo of a matte foundation with the primer oil. But she has dry skin and she can still get away with using that foundation. So it's matte, but it's not drying on the skin. And then with this foundation, it's gonna give you a natural dewy finish. So even if you have oily skin, you can still use this foundation because it's not gonna be oily or greasy on the skin. It's really, really pretty. They both have really great coverage and they last all day. So I'm gonna be using this one. So I have mine in the shade 2.50. Sometimes I mix in a little bit of 3.25, and I have mixed this in with different foundations as well, and it's so beautiful. Has great coverage, builds up really nicely. You don't need a lot to get the really great coverage, and it's just so smooth and airbrush. This actually has spherical powder in it, which is a very common ingredient in a lot of Hailey's products, and it's what's gonna give you that super smooth airbrush finish. And I'm using the Remix complexion sponge. They actually have a pink one now, which is super cute. Same exact sponge as the other one that they have, which is an exact Beauty Blender dupe, by the way, but for literally half the price. You can get one sponge for $10 or two for $14. And it's like that traditional teardrop shape, which I love for blending out foundation and concealer. So that's what I'm using today. Okay, complexion is pretty much all done. Of course, we have to do concealer and everything, but this is what the foundation looks like. I'm obsessed with it. I love this duo. It's so good. And now you guys have a chance to win it. So there's going to be 30 winners, and 30 of you guys will be winning either the dewy duo or the matte duo, which Kelly is using again on her channel. All you have to do to enter is subscribe to this channel, subscribe to Kelly's channel, which is Kelly Strack. I will link it down below, and then follow Hailey's Beauty on Instagram. Their handle is just @Hailey's Beauty. Over there, you guys are going to see a post, which I will link down below. On that post, you can comment which duo you want, the matte or dewy, and that is it. This is US only, and of course, make sure you're 18 years or older, or if you're younger, just make sure you have a parent permission, and it ends on 10/22, which is a week from today, and that is pretty much it. Super simple. Good luck to you guys. I will leave everything, all the details down below in the description box, and if you guys do try out these duos, I hope that you enjoy them just as much as I do, because I truly believe they are the best, and they're so good. And now we can get into the concealer. So I knew Kelly was going to say this because I know that she swears by this concealer. Whenever I do watch her videos, I feel like she's always using this, but I have a little mini guy here. This is Tarte Shape Tape. So I just got a mini version because I don't own this concealer. This actually used to be one of my favorite concealers years ago when it first came out. I think back in like 2016, 2017. It was like my ride or die, and then I ended up discovering other concealers, and I feel like there's so many dupes for this. I personally really love the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo, the original Camo, and the CoverGirl Undercover Concealer. I feel like those are a little bit more hydrating versus this, especially the Hydrating Camo from e.l.f. It's not a bad concealer, I just feel like there's definitely dupes for it. So I just have a little mini version here. I actually used this yesterday and it was too light for me. I got the shade 22N Light Neutral, so I'm going to use this and I'm going to mix it a little bit. I've seen Kelly using the original Camo concealer, so I'm just going to mix both of these. It's not ideal, obviously, because these are both full coverage. You don't need to mix them. It's just for me to get like a good, decent shade match. I'm going to do a little bit of the Camo, and this one is in medium beige, and then I'm going to add a little bit of the Tarte one over top. So I feel like this medium beige shade is a little too dark for me right now from e.l.f. So we're just going to mix, improvise, and make it work. So yeah, I used this yesterday and my under eyes looked way too bright. And I know Kelly likes a bright under eye, but for me, it was just like too much. I feel like hers always looks super flawless. And then whenever I try to do that, it just doesn't look right on me. So I still like a bright under eye, but I like it to be a little bit more kind of like neutral, you know what I mean? And I don't think a lot of people know this, but me and Kelly are actually friends. I went to her wedding 2 years ago. Like, we are pretty close friends. Like, we text, and I've been to her house before. She's super sweet, very down to earth, and I don't know how we became friends, to be honest with you. I really don't remember. I remember us commenting on each other's videos like years ago for a while, like when I first started like my channel and stuff. I discovered her. I don't even know how. I feel like she just probably like popped up, and then I was like, oh, like let me write her, and then the rest is history. We just became really good friends, and she's genuinely one of my really good friends now. Obviously, we both do the same thing, so we have that in common, which is always really nice, because with this job, like, it's hard to make friends nowadays, I feel like, in the beauty community. So it's really nice to have like somebody who like just kind of understands everything. So her and Blissful Brie, those are like my two like ride or die YouTube besties, because I honestly, I mean, I have other people that I talk to and stuff, but I feel like for them, like, we're all super close. Like, we've all hung out and stuff like in person, whereas with other people, like, I've never met them, which I mean, I would love to, but I feel like with us, I don't know, honestly, I really don't know how all of that happened, but I'm obviously super grateful that it did, because they're both my really good friends now. Okay, this is looking really good. Very smooth under the eyes. Now for powder, I'm gonna go in with the CoverGirl True Blend Loose Minerals powder. This one is in the shade Banana. So I think I used this before. I don't really remember, but I think that I did. So I have the translucent one, which I actually really like, but this one I feel like is a little bit more brightening, and I know Kelly loves like a super bright under eye, so that's what we're gonna use today. And then she said for all over the face powder, she uses the e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder, which is one of my holy grail powders like ever, but at the drugstore, this is my favorite powder. I love it actually for the under eyes as well as all over the face. A little bit different here of a technique. So I'm gonna use this one first and then the other one. This is nice because it's like bright, but I feel like it's still natural. I mean, come on, there's nothing natural about this look, but you know what I mean. Like, it's not like stark white under the eyes, you know what I mean? Like, it definitely brightens. Ooh, okay, so I'm gonna put this on my T-zone because I did put that concealer under there as well. And then for the rest of my face, I don't have powder in my hair. I'm gonna wipe it off in a minute. I'm gonna use the e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder, and this one's in the shade Light. This is a really pretty powder and it looks really good in pictures as well. It's very like naturally glowy. I'm gonna move into bronzer, blush, and highlight, of course. Another product that I was really excited to see was the Tarte Park Ave Princess Bronzer. This is actually a current favorite of mine. I really like this. It's just a great like ginormo everyday bronzer that I love. I love this color. I love the finish of it. I'm just gonna use this to bronze the skin. It's so seamless. It just gives you that perfect wash of color. And I'm actually really curious to see if you guys still use Tarte Shape Tape, but let me know down below what your go-to like ride or die concealer is, drugstore or high-end. Let me know, I'm curious. Now for blush, I was so excited also that she sent this over because well, she didn't send me this one, but she sent me like the blush like through text. Anyways, I love the BH little truffle palettes. They're so good. This one in particular is the chocolate orange palette. This is like a peachy tone palette, which I feel like goes really good with the eye makeup that we have going on. The one that she sent me, I believe it was like the vanilla cream. I don't have that one, but she said like any of the BH palettes she loves, so I'm just gonna use this one today. These are great, super affordable. They come with a little mirror. I love how you get so much variety here with the blushes, and they have a bunch of different colors. And I talked about these in my favorites video actually last month for September, and these are the bomb. So I like to put a lot of blush on because, like, you know, the more the merrier. Also on my nose, I love blush on the nose. And this brush is from ColourPop. It's the F14. Oh, I love this blush palette. It's so good. And then for highlight, we have Ofra's Rodeo Drive, another classic. I feel like this is definitely like a staple in my collection. I love it. You can see I've hit pan on it. It's one of my favorites as well. It's just like that true golden glow. And I actually have a coupon code with Ofra. I think it's JuicyJas, and it gives you like 20% off. So I'm just gonna put this right on the tops of the cheekbones. This is intense. You can definitely build it up to be even more intense, but yeah, it's intense. But it's so smooth and it's really, really pretty. Let's finish up the lower lashes now. Of course, always got to do those. I'm pretty much just gonna take the same color that I used on the outer crease and just smudge it on the lower lash line. And I'm pretty much done with this palette now. What I'm gonna do is take the same Ofra highlighter and I'm just gonna put that in the inner corners for a little extra pop. Then for the waterline, I'm gonna go in with the ColourPop Cream Gel Liner. You guys know I love these. So I love the nude shade for everyday, and they have like a million different colors, which I also love. Her favorite color, she said, is Exit, which is just a white. I usually do white whenever I'm doing something like super natural. White or nude is like my go-to, but let's just do a little bit on here. It's very brightening, which I love. And then I'm just gonna coat my lower lashes with the same Too Faced mascara. I will say, this does a really good job at separating the lashes. Okay, we're almost done with the look. We just have lips and setting spray. So for lips, she sent over a few different options, and I decided to go with a red option that she sent because I always do nude lips, and I feel like this is the perfect red for the holidays. So this is the Stila Stay All Day Liquid Lip, and this one's in the color Beso, which is just a super bright red. So I've tried Stila liquid lipsticks before, but this was like my first time trying out this color in particular. I just tested it out a few days ago, and I really love this color because it's like a true beet red. It's intense, but we're gonna go with it because we have like a, you know, kind of holiday-esque look going on. It's very fall, so I feel like this color is fitting with this look. I'm not that great at applying bold lip colors, let me tell you. Like, I feel like it looks a little crooked, but this is a really beautiful red. It's like a true red, which I love. I think it's just, again, perfect for the holidays. If you just want like a beet red, this is it. Last, but certainly not least, you guys know I can never like not set my makeup. I'm gonna use the Urban Decay All Nighter. So Kelly says this is all that she uses, because I even asked her, because I have like the glow version of the All Nighter, which I actually do really like. And she's like, nope, I only use Urban Decay All Nighter. So I was like, okay, that is what we're doing then. So I'm gonna just spray my makeup. I do love the way this smells, and the spritzer on it is really nice. So this is the completed look, and I am obsessed with it. I'm getting all the fall, like Thanksgiving holiday vibes, and I am honestly here for it. My two favorite products that I used today that like I hadn't used consistently before is definitely the liquid lip. This is perfect. This is like a true beet red. Like, I can't stop looking at it. It's perfect. Like, it really is a classic red that I feel like looks good on everybody. The formula is really great. It's super comfortable. So this I love, and I also really love this CoverGirl banana powder. Like, I can't believe I've never like used this consistently. Like, I remember using it, but I don't know why I don't use it more often, because I think it's really pretty. It's naturally bright, and I like the way the under eyes look. So 10 out of 10 would recommend these products. I love how there's a really good mix also of drugstore and high-end. So I will link everything that I used down below. Of course, don't forget to check out the giveaway. I'll link the details for that as well if you guys are interested. Thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you're all doing well. Don't forget to check out Kelly's video and subscribe to her channel. That way you guys can go see all of my favorites in action. And she does a lot of really great content, drugstore and high-end as well. So if you guys are into that, definitely go show her some love. But yeah, thank you guys for being here. Thank you once again to Haley's Beauty for working with me in today's video. I love you guys, and I'll see you very soon in my next one. Bye!